Hey, what's good everybody? It's your boy Krypts here. We're back with another video. And today, we're just gonna be talking about talents. Also, I apologize for the lackluster videos. It's kind of been a while since the last video. Been pretty busy with school stuff, so hopefully we can get back onto the grind. So let's try to get some videos up there, yeah? Alright, so today we're gonna be talking about talents here. So if you go into your character page and you go into talents, it's really one of those things where not many people might not know about it. By now you probably should, but I do know some people that don't really know much about talents. But we're just gonna talk about in this video and what it really does. So talents is basically so there's two types of talents, I guess. There's combat talents and then there's passive talents. So basically the passive talents is things that happens without you really activating it is the best way to explain it. So for example, a good example would be like this passive talent, Venti, decreases all party members' gliding stamina consumption by 20%. So you don't have to activate it. You don't, you can't really upgrade it. I don't think, yeah, you can't upgrade your passive talents. They're always gonna be level 1. So you don't need to do anything. The only way you get passive talents is if you just level up your characters. So if you see characters I haven't unlocked, so my Bennett is like level 1, so you don't get like some of the passive talents until a certain amount of ascension level, ascension phase. So basically the passive talents are just there, and you'll eventually get it whilst leveling up your characters. And then the combat talent is you're basically making your attacks more stronger, I think is what it does. So basically, so for example, for normal attacks, so you just normally attack, you just click or tap, you know, that's your normal attacks. Your Skyward Sonnet is your elemental burst, and then your so that's the second slot, and then the third slot will be your ultimate. So basically talents, you just level these up and they can do much more damage. I think cooldown timer is less too. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but yeah, so basically you just gotta level these up, and I think if you do get any constellations, so if you get dupes on your characters, you also can level up even more than what it's maxed out. So for example, my deluxe talent, I only have 1 constellation. Oh, I keep pressing exit, my bad. I only have 1 constellation on him, right? So my elemental burst goes up to level 6. He is a level 70. Venti is also ascended. I haven't got him to level 70 either. But because I have 3 dupes on Venti, right? Because I have 3 dupes on Venti, I can even level up my talents even more. So basically getting dupes, it adds onto your constellation, and it also adds onto your characters in itself, so the damage, etc., and all that, right? So making sure to level up your characters talent is very important because it can make a huge difference. Yeah, really recommend doing that. So for example, like if you Fischl, you know how much her Knight Rider does, and her ult even too, and then, you know, talent leveling her up is very important as well. It does a lot of damage and all that sort. So you're here asking, how do you level these up? Well, each character uses different materials. So for example, some characters will use, so for Venti, he uses slime. For Razor, he would use Stained Mask. You know, you kind of get these. You know, by now you should know that they come and go, right? This stuff, right? Steel Scrolls, all that sort, and all that stuff. And then the other material you see is these books. These are talent level up materials. These are domain kind of items. So basically, you know, you see artifacts, also weapon ascension domains. So basically, books are basically the same thing. They come on certain days. On Sundays they'll all be available. But for example, the Guide to Ballad are only available in the Domain of Mastery Realm of Slumber on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So making sure using your resin efficiently is very important. What to grind, you know, do you want to grind weapon material, essential materials? Do you want to grind talent level up materials, right? You gotta make sure to use your resin very wisely, right? So there's that. So as you can see, if I level up my ultimate to level 8, I get a lot of attribute changes, and it does make a huge difference, these percentages especially. So they definitely do make a difference in the long run, right? So it's very important to level these up and get the items for them. So you just open up your map. I usually click this button down here to get a check mark, so it's easier to find. So talent level up domains are this one, this Forsaken Rift. So right now is the Teachings of Freedoms. With the characters I use, I don't need to do any of these, so that doesn't really matter to me. And then there's also this one, the Teaching of Prosperity. I also don't have any characters I need to level up talent that use the Prosperity book. So well, today on recording this, it is Thursday today. So on Thursday, I don't need to do any talent level up. So if I don't need to do any talent level up domains, I'll usually look at the weapon ones and see if I need any of that. If I don't, and if I do, then I'll do other things, right? I did mention this in the last video. Using your resin for artifacts, you shouldn't really use that much during level 30 till 40. Until you hit AR rank 40, it's not really worth it. You could get it to get the sets, but it's not really recommended. Like, you don't want to use too much resin. It's really the talents and the weapon ascension materials, and then also the world bosses too, because they can give you legendary drops, and also they do need ascension materials too. So that's definitely recommended. So basically, just like weapon ascension, talent level ups, and the books, you need to grind in domains certain days. Very simple, fairly simple. So make sure whoever character you use, you try to grind their talents, because it does make a difference in their damage and also sort of other stats too, right? So definitely recommend it. So that's gonna be it for me today. Hope today's video helped you, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.